After its defeat in World War I, Germany was punished brutally by the Allied powers, causing the entire country to fail. The military mutinied. The communists revolted. Germany fell into a state of anarchy. Riots rose up everywhere, and the Kaiser of Germany, or the Emperor of Germany, was dethroned. Germany was all about honor, and after being embarrassed by the whole world, it began to crumble. However, one man who was a German soldier that survived the war had much more ambition and had dreams to bring back Germany to its former glory. His name was Adolf Hitler. After being wounded in World War I, Hitler found himself in the streets. He had many radical and racist beliefs plus hate against the entire world. He began to share his ideas to the German people. For example, his hate on the Jewish people, how the Treaty of Versailles was evil, and so were the Allies. With his impressive speaking skills, he accumulated millions of followers in no time. Eventually, he founded the Nazi Party and had a place in the government. Hitler forced his way to the top and became the leader of Germany, killing or imprisoning all his rivals along the way, mainly the communists. Soon Hitler implanted the plan Lebensraum, which translates to living space. Soon he began to invade Europe. On September 1st, 1939, Germany, allied with the mighty Soviet Union, invaded Poland. Poland fell within 2 short weeks. The Allies, France, and Britain declared war on Germany, officially beginning World War II. However, America remained silent and announces its neutrality. As soon as Poland fell, Hitler turned his attention to the West. He introduced a new form of combat, blitzkrieg, translated into English, lightning warfare. The entire German force was supplied with performance enhancement drugs. By June of 1940, most of Europe had fallen. France surrendered, and the best of the Allied troops were pushed out of Dunkirk. Hitler prepares to invade Britain, but he also has another plan up his sleeve: Operation Barbarossa, the invasion of the Soviet Union. The Battle of Britain soon begins. The Luftwaffe, the German Air Force, first runs bombing campaigns on civilian and military targets. Not much progress is made, as the German Marines have trouble crossing the English Channel, the body of water that separates England from Europe. Meanwhile, on the Eastern Front, Germany catches the Soviet Union with a surprise attack, taking massive territory and capturing millions of Soviet troops. Hitler wanted a quick victory before winter set in. For now, Germany rules most of Europe and a big chunk of Soviet land. In all captured areas, people suffer, especially the Jewish people who were hoarded into concentration camps and tortured and burned alive. December 7, 1941, Japan launches a surprise bombing campaign against the American naval base in Pearl Harbor. This attack enraged and awoke the sleeping giant. America soon declares war on Japan, and without much consideration, Hitler declares war on the United States too.
A date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan.
Meanwhile, in Europe, Britain decides to go for a bombing run in Berlin, which enrages and prompts Hitler to do the same, focusing his bombing on civilian targets instead. This gave time for the RAF to rebuild and fly again, so when the Luftwaffe came to bomb military targets, the Royal Air Force was able to fight back, destroying all hopes of conquering Britain. On the Western Front, the Allies launch Operation Overlord on June 6, 1944. After months of gathering American, British, and Canadian troops spreading misinformation to confuse the Germans, the Allies land at the beaches of Normandy, France. Out of all 5 beaches landed on Normandy, Omaha was the bloodiest. Over 2,000 American troops were killed in 3.5 hours. With only 200 survivors taking over the beachhead, it was a legendary and outstanding victory. German 6th Panzer Army launches a direct assault on Stalingrad. The Russians hold firmly, throwing everything they got at the invaders. At last, the fearsome Soviets captured the entire 6th Panzer Army. With almost 2 million casualties on both sides from one battle, this marked the turning point of Operation Barbarossa. German troops were on the run now. In the southern front, the Allies pushed Germany and Italy out of Africa. The Allies from the west began to push towards Germany, and so do the Soviets from the east. By April of 1945, the Soviets first reached Berlin and captured it, while the Allies poured in from the west. Hitler commits suicide and Germany surrenders. Japan follows suit after 4 months after America drops 2 atomic bombs on Japanese soil. A total of 75 million, both military and civilian, became casualties during this horrific war. May humanity never find itself at such a situation again.